What's next? Our Wayne Steigher said something, I don't know if it was yesterday or today. I was watching a few of his videos in a loop, just to clear my head while doing work today. And he said something about that not everyone has a soul, that there are people walking around who don't have souls. And I kind of think that's true. Well, I do. I do think there are people walking around who are soulless, only because I think we live in multiple dimensions at the same time. You know, you make a choice, and there's one version of you chooses one way, the other one chooses the other way. But only one of those versions is conscious, so the conscious version of you makes the choice. The unconscious version continues on the path of the other choice. And that conscious version of yourself influences the unconscious, the soulless version of you. And that's why the Mandela effect is sometimes when the two paths diverge for a while, something causes them to come back together again. And the old path is no longer, but you were conscious of another whole different reality. But you took over the path of a version of yourself that was not conscious, so it didn't remember it because it just wasn't a conscious version of you. I've been thinking about this a long time, and I think there are many, many versions of us, and only some of them are conscious, and we, the conscious, the manifester ones, influence the other versions of ourselves. But I also think the conscious, or the ones of us with souls, are the ones who influence this reality. We can choose things to happen. And, you know, when you talk positively, more positive things come into your life, almost magically. The problem is if you speak negatively, the negative things will come into your life. You'll actually manifest negative things. And, you know, people say, well, I didn't choose this terrible life. I didn't choose to have these things happen to me. But if you focused on them enough, you unintentionally brought them into your life. So I think the master manifestors are being manipulated by others. And that's what this whole world is. They don't care about the unconscious, the soulless ones. They're using the unconscious, soulless ones to help influence and stabilize and take control of the ones of us who can manifest. And so the soulless ones I don't think are bad guys. I think they're just going through the motions. They're just doing exactly what they're told, exactly what their past indicated for them. And they continue on. And you can have close loved ones who are unconscious, who are soulless. You can have friends who are unconscious and soulless. And then one day, bam, they become aware. They start acting different, like they are like they have a new spirit in them, because they do. Because your independent paths have crossed again, and you now have the conscious version of your friend or your loved one. Again, these are just my ideas, and I'm just talking off the top of my head. This isn't about judging exactly what they are. This is so I can express thoughts in my head and try to get around them, because reality is weird, where we're presented truth, and it's covered up by misinformation. I think we're always given the truth. We're always inspired with the truth. But for some reason, the powers want to put fear into us and take us away from it and shade the truth. So with that, I think that my bad luck, I've manifested into my own life. I know that. Because I was working pretty good today. I was not having a very difficult day, and I felt a little bad that today was going so smoothly. And with that, I had a couple of last minute deadlines that pushed because I usually work from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. with an hour lunch. Well, I ended up pushing myself to 4:30 to get the project done that I was surprised at 2:30. I kind of think I brought that on myself because I felt bad about having an easy day. So, in order to make myself feel justified, I pushed this last minute deadline that we had real reason. Honestly, the powers that be, my bosses, decided they needed this now when they really don't need it now. I could have given it to them tomorrow morning because they know I come in at 6 a.m. But they tell me they needed it before the end of the day, and it wasn't an easy thing. And I am not the kind of person to complain and say, no, this can't be done. I'm the kind of person to say, okay, this is what I'm presented with. How can I get this done quickly and efficiently and effectively? I'm surrounded by people who always give me no, that was before me. No, that's not part of my department. For me, I'm always the kind of person to go, okay, I don't know enough about this, but what I do know is this, and this person might be able to help you. And this is the information I can give you. I am always presented with dead ends, says, nope, that's not my department, that was before me, I don't know anything about that. But these people do have resources to find out. I mean, some people I work with, they will say, I don't know about this, but this person and they will introduce me to another person who might be able to help me. So, and I mean, that's another thing with the unconscious ones. I don't think they can think. I think they just have the information that's put in front of them, and they just go with it. And if it's outside their knowledge base, they can't function. Well, the conscious ones, when they're presented with an obstacle, they always find a way around it, even if they can't know exactly how to get rid of it. They'll give you a few of the steps that might help. So I guess there are kind of two kinds of people who just walk away from a problem, or those who trying to find a way to solve it. Even if they can't know the real solution, they'll try to find a few close. Even if they're wrong, they try. Again, this is all about people who just go through the motions in life, and others who are actively searching. Because I know for myself, I never look at something one-sided. I'm always thinking about the many aspects of a situation. I never look for the one solution. I look for it at a couple different perspectives to figure out how to get it done, 2, how to get it done effectively, and 3, how to get it done efficiently. And then see how they overlap. Because they don't always overlap. Efficient and effective don't always overlap. But if they can, makes things easier. And I guess that's the whole idea. There are people who think about stuff, and those who just go along, just follow the path. But that's just my ideas. I just hope everyone finds their soul and accomplishes everything they want, and then finds their inner manifester and manifests their perfect life and throws away the garbage, that negativity, fear. We don't need that. We just need compassion, love, and thought. What's next?